say I'm in town, I get a notion. We both walk the same ground, been traveling all over, searching far away for a sign to lead me straight. We walk together down the streets of our home. It's been forever, a long time that I've been gone. The feelings come easy as we start a new day, and I know what I should say. I love you from a beating heart. I love you from a beating heart. I build a fire inside the walls of your heart. A world desire, heading for a new start. There ain't no excuses to keep from falling in love, and I can never get enough. I love you from a beating heart. I love you from a beating heart. And when I hold your hand, look into your eyes, I start to realize the power that you have. So many things to say, but no words to explain. Another time and place would ease away the pain. I love you from a beating heart. Yeah, I love you from a beating heart. Yeah, yeah.
I was never the one to write a good song who just sang along. I was always the one to find myself lost in conversations of. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanted to do it 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I'll always be by your side. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free. Oh, my sweet baby. All the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free. I'm a sweet baby.
You're a lonely sailor, and your soul is made of wind and rain. Doubts and blame. I'm a lady pirate, and my heart is made of dust and grain. And spoiled champagne. I got troubles, I got fear. I'm my worst enemy, but I've still got a lot to give. So I say, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you wanna a sailor's heart, a sailor's heart. You're a born survivor.